Welcome to Caribbean Insight. We have an explosion of Caribbean videos lined up for you. Tonight, you'll be experiencing international artists displaying the cultural rhythms of soca, calypso, reggae, dancehall, and salsa. So relax and let's take a ride down the Caribbean.
Caribbean inside, Caribbean inside, Caribbean inside, please check Caribbean inside.
I am Ras Shorty Eye. I am a scientist, a musical scientist. I invented soca so that Caribbean people could have something to identify with wherever they go, any part of the world. Listen, you are viewing Caribbean Insight.
Welcome to the largest parade in North America. This is the West Indian Carnival, better known as the Brooklyn Carnival, which takes place annually on Eastern Parkway, New York City.
This is the 33rd Annual West Indian Day Parade. Hi, I'm Denise, and as we can see, the police on the horses, together with the Grand Marshal of the parade, putting on his banner, having some trouble with the wind. First people on the street today, which are members of the Lions Club.
And there's the Trinidad flag, the red, white, and black.
Yep, and there's the lion.
The first masquerader to hit the Parkway. That's the flag of Guyana just went by there.
Now you see a man on stilts way in the back there. Looks like he's having a little trouble though.
Oh, and we can see the West Indian dishes are present too. Is that Al Sharpton I see in the crowd there?
Yes it is, and I see some signs about Edward Koch.
There's the man, Al Sharpton, the son of the godfather of soul, James Brown.
And he's listening to some music.
80 degrees in Brooklyn and the sun is shining, the clouds look beautiful, the heavens is out there.
And we see more signs about Edward Koch, Dumb Koch and his rent Antons.
What is the rent Antons?
I don't know, something to do with rent, I guess.
Anyway, here is the first band to hit the Parkway. It's BOROKEETE, and they're going to be portraying an Indian is an Indian.
And here we see some of the costumes coming up on. This one here looks like some kind of a peacock. Looking good, though.
Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, it's great to see a little kid taking part in this festivity. Yeah, the day is going to be beautiful. Welcome to Brooklyn, the home of more than 1 million immigrants from the West Indies. Well, you know, the Indian queen, the Indian tribal queen, she represents that in this band. BOROKEETE, an Indian is an India. More Indians, huh?
More Indians and more Indians.
Oh, I like to see the little kids portray the parts of Indians in Brooklyn. You like the soca music, girl?
Yeah, I like how it sounds.
You know, I should be a member of this band. I just love the way the ladies get into that soca rhythm, you know. Check it out, you need to watch. That's the kind of day these Caribbean people portray. Today's a day of love, togetherness, and happiness in Brooklyn.
In this year's Carnival Parade, we will see 5 of the major mass design works from Brooklyn, together with participants from Washington, D.C., Toronto, Jamaica, St. Lucia, and some from Barbados.
Hey Denise, check this out.
What is this going on here?
Oh, she's on top of a truck and he's in the back of her and they are having fun. This is the kind of fun Caribbean people establish. Check this coming up here now. that expression. The man say mass in your mass today. I'll leave it like that. All right, this is what we do here today. We throw powder, we try to make love, try to be together. It's a day of togetherness in Brooklyn. Got to be the mother of the tribe, and this got to be her daughter that we're looking at here, and it's all an Indian is an Indian. Let's get a close-up on this.
It's the flag woman there, right?
Watch that woman go. And it is, check it out.
I see it, I see it. And we have some junior flag women's coming down.
See, the kids really getting into it.
And the kids have their a miniature-sized version of this on Sunday.
Yes, and BOROKEETE had like 1,500 kids out there in that Kiddies Carnival. That's the name of the program. Right here in Brooklyn on Sunday before you get into this big affair the Monday. In the picture here we see one of the designers from the band, the BOROKEETE, an Indian is an Indian, still doing the final touches on the Parkway, trying to make up the masqueraders, get them into ship shape to come on down to our booth side here, which is located on the corner of Nostrand and Rogers Avenue. This is a curious looking Indian girl. She could be from that tribe.
Soon to come is the Jamaican Pasta, but first let's go for a live interview with Ray Morris and our roving reporter on Church Avenue in Brooklyn.
Okay, we're here on Church Avenue with Ray Morris, band leader. So Ray, tell us some more about BOROKEETE itself.
Okay, BOROKEETE is a band that has been started about 20 years now. In the beginning, we started to play like mud masks, paint masks. Until 4 years ago, we decided to hire a designer, yours truly. And what I did was gradually brought them out of the mud, And today, this year, we're going to have one of the most beautiful bands ever been seen in New York. I mean, it's a band in comparison to any band in Trinidad, as a matter of fact. We call this Trinidad Master Set. The name of the band, BOROKEETE USA, and the portrayal will be an Indian is an Indian, which simply means Indians from India, South America, North America, Canada, wherever. We even invented one for the Caribbean Indians, call it Soca Indians. So we're looking like something like 1,500 people, 20 sections coming out on Labor Day.
Okay, tell us why you choose to name the band An Indian is an Indian.
Okay, the name An Indian is an Indian is an old Trinidad slang, which means any Indian you see is just another Indian. But the real thing behind the mask is dancers of the various tribes, ceremonial dancers is what we really portray.
I see. Well, what more would you like to see? What more you want for it to happen in the years to come?
Well, it's happening. What we hope for is really happening right now. To bring mass in New York that could be compared to anywhere in the world, as a matter of fact. And the other band leaders are doing the same thing. The mass is being upgraded every year. We know our mass is being upgraded, We know what we're going to be playing the next 2 years already. Hey, it's mass.
This is mass, you are quite right, as Mr. Morris and his masqueraders move down the Parkway.
3,000 revelers strong coming from the band BOROKEETE, an Indian is an Indian. We need some real Indian song. Can we get a camera to give us some live Indian song? Oh, here it comes.
Sounding good. And look at these hunks here.
Yeah. All different colors of Indians today on the Parkway.
And there we go. More of that whining dancing going on.
Darling, we call that soca.
Soca? Okay, soca.
Yeah, you just get your body in order and you just rotate it to the movement of the sound. Can you dig that?
All right, I can dig that.
All right. Borokeetes here to stay. Actually, Borokeetes have been in business for the last 30 years. And they moved from mud mask into something like this. And it's definitely a future part of this production here in Brooklyn today.
And to join this band, it's $50, and it includes a costume, breakfast, and all you can eat all day long on the Parkway.
I should have been in this band, right? All that you can eat.
All you can eat.
Now, what is this, Denise? He looks like a tribal warrior?
I don't know.
Well, that was good.
Oh, here they are. Here's some hunks, little hunk guys over here.
Yeah, I wonder what part are they playing? Is it an Indian is an Indian? Or just another type of masquerader? Isn't she cute?
Yes, she is. Very cute. Looks like she's having a good time.
I tell you, she's doing that soca thing too, right? Borokeetes, an Indian is an Indian. A lot of colors here on the Parkway. Reds, green, blue, oranges, and black.
Did you taste any of that sugar cane that they were selling down there?
Oh yeah, it's good. But here comes the Jamaican Pasta.
Bob Marley on the truck there.
We should be getting some live vibes. Are we going to have some live music coming up from this band?
I think so. I hear it now. It's sounding good.
Well, let's go for a close-up on it.
Lord of mercy. We feel great, Lord, we feel great. That in our church, man, me up, we feel great. We feel great, Lord, we feel great. That in our church, man, me up, we feel. We feel this good, we never anticipate. Say each and every day, Panja, we meditate. And Jaja teach me love, man, and don't discriminate. And everything they done, Jaja keep up to date. If you deal with badness, love can't penetrate. The good and the bad, man, we love is separate. The devil in your mind, man, don't serve a nail. The wicked are the one, the bad of fire. No time to wait.
It's only most recently that Jamaica has joined the parade by bringing a band on the Parkway, accompanied by the... Coming down the street now, we're going to be seeing Frankie Frederick and his buddies.
The name of the band is Tropical Invasion.
This year, Brooklyn Carnival. Rain or storm, everyone go break away. I hear the other day, let the band come into play. The biggest band of a night going strong. Hey, this collie can go. Blood in the body, boy. can't keep my feet from jumping. Yeah, I'm feeling Lucia, joining any band like a wild Indian with a flash of rum. If you suffer from corn, go behind the band. Cause the jumbo is on. Yeah, but flash of
The preparation and manufacturing that goes into these costumes is a totally new industry. If only corporate America would offer sponsorship, it would be likened to be one of the biggest and best in the world.
Yeah, I could certainly see with you. Hey, Denise, this guy who just passed there in front of us, that's Frankie Frederick himself.
That was him?
Yeah, the mask designer, the leader. And so we know that this industry is definitely expanding. All it needs to be is commercialized. We need more spectators participating, and it's definitely, as you say, going to be one of the biggest and the best in North America.
I like the headpieces that these people are wearing. And
the guys down at the mask camp said they want to do away with paper masks and come back to building masks, making masks.
Oh, here we have more, is that called soca dancing?
Yes, girl, and the guy has is that a flag of Trinidad and Tobago? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Denise, we got to get time off and go down and participate in this thing, huh?
Yeah, real soon.
Right.
Look at the headpiece on that guy there.
Everybody pays homage to the queen, she leads that particular section. These masqueraders, these costumes take a lot of time to design and to really bring to perfection. It starts with the idea.
Coming up, we have a live interview for you with Frankie Frederick at his mask camp on Park Place in Brooklyn.
Yeah, let's go for it.
If the association don't get up or wake up and get with the people, the band leaders, steel band leaders, interested parties and so on, they wouldn't have nothing. Because we have everything here. We have the material, we have artists that came from years ago. For Mr. Francis, he draws for me.
See rapid improvement in terms of, presentation, craftsmanship, that sort of thing. I see more people involvement into mass because it has been happening. For the past 3 years, this particular mass camp has increased by, people involved and more people play mass, more people work mass, more people is interested in what the mass man is doing. So by the year 2000, we would see some, a total involvement then with the people than what it was before.
Bring back authenticity and originality. Paper mask, cardboard mask, forget it. Bingo.
What do you see for yourself in the future with mass in New York City?
Well, actually, I'm the prospective to take over this band.
So we look forward to great innovations from you in the future.
Yep.
Do you have anything to say to your brothers and sisters back home in Trinidad?
Keep on keeping on, that's the only thing.
They say it will be great. Oh Lord, what a bacana. We go cheer downtown, we go jump around. This year, what the carnival.
Turning you over to our commentator as he tries to get some on-the-spot words with Frankie.
First time we have so many people on the Parkway. What you gotta say? Very phenomenal.
This is really out of this world. Designer and masquerader Frankie Frederick, as of now, is already planning for next year.
I like this. Is this the queen of the band still with us? No, it's not. It's not a masquerader taking part here. And what did she do with the guy who was holding the flag of Trinidad high?
I don't know. He's maybe with somebody else doing the soca.
Yeah, Labor Day on Eastern Parkway. This is, according to Denise, the 33rd annual Labor Day festivity. And here we are with Frankie Frederick and buddies just having a hectic time.
These guys spend a greater part of the year together in this art form, and they are constantly coming up with new innovations that come alive on Labor Day. There's a nice looking one. Look at that one there. Looks like a robot.
Yeah, this is an outer space mask, something. It's called Tropical Invasion. So, you know, you're going to see all the outer space things coming through on the parkway.
I like this part. I like the outer space ones.
I just like how the ladies move to this soca music. You know, it's so fascinating, the rhythm. Check it out. Frederick Band is 1,500 strong on the parkway today.
And that's something you would like, that one right there, huh?
Yeah.
I like this one. This one's great.
Yeah, this is fantastic. Is it another creature from outer space?
I don't know. Looks like some kind of dinosaur or something. The genius Frankie, Frederick, and buddies and their presentation of the Tropical Invasion.
Taking over New York by storm, girl. This is definitely a colorful piece, something for the eyes to behold. You gotta be on the parkway to see what you're really missing. Got some brothers from Lever Brothers in Trinidad, a company well known up here. And it's 90 degrees in Brooklyn. We are definitely having ourselves a ball. 5 million people on the parkway today.
And the next band we're about to see coming down the parkway is led by a young designer, Peter Whiteman from Washington, D.C. This is the first band here today that's from another state, and the name of the band is Carnival is Color.
Carnival is definitely color, very colorful indeed.
And here we see a tarantula coming down the parkway with the big blue wings and some red on the bottom.
Is this a butterfly or a pregnant butterfly?
I think it's a big butterfly. She's flapping them wings around.
It's 90 degrees in Brooklyn and we're surely having a beautiful time.
And there we see a picture of a bug.
Yeah. Is this a bigger bug in the cube family?
This is a bigger bug. It's like a peacock kind of thing.
All in silver lining and see the face. This is a really, really beautiful piece of mask.
And we see Jimmy Swagger coming through the crowd.
Jimmy Swagger's in Brooklyn, and there's the Trinidad flag. Yeah, keep that flag flying.
Oh, that's Bill Truckman we see down there.
Yeah, entertainer from Trinidad.
And there's the Panty Man. And he's a lot of panties on his umbrella there.
Oh, the panty, U.S. Panty Man. What does that say?
Be wise. Use them little condoms.
I was planning to forget Calypso and go on Bambi's in Tobago, but I am afraid I can't make the grade.
Keep the action alive. 95 degrees, we're still cooking, and you can come on down to Eastern Parkway and join us.
And this band here that we're seeing is Hawks International. They have a resident DJ, and his name is Scobie.
I don't know how this thing gets inside me. Morning and evening, he's driving me crazy. Like he's taking
Check this out. She's really being the boss there, right?
Yes, she is. She has nice costumes on there with the tiger skins. And
what is this, buffalo suit in the back here?
It's a witch doctor.
A witch doctor, thanks, yeah. I can see that. With all these face.
It is black and white, looks good. His face is all decorated.
And we're getting ready to go into the core of the band. This look like the Shaka Zulu tribe, doesn't it?
These guys look good.
It's good to see the kids taking part in this activity.
Oh, there we have the bumper shiner. She's been around all day shining some bumpers.
Where is she? Bring the bumper shiner back, all right? I like that. Then as you look at this as the bumper shiner, but she's really carrying the spirit of true carnival, Trinidad Carnival, right here in Brooklyn, New York City.
Having a good time. Don't break up the line. Go away, go away.
Yeah, I like the way you move that stuff. They all reminds me so much of that Shaka Zulu tribe, you know?
And here we're seeing some costumes made out of gold.
The black and white t-shirts and colors of the rainbow coming down here in front of us now. Oh.
These are really colorful ones with the hats, and they see the red and the green and blue and everything.
This is a pineapple this one is holding here. Come on, bring her into the frame.
I think this is the Hawaiian section.
All right. Hi, baby.
I like the glasses.
The Hawaiian section, right?
Yeah.
The Hawaiian section of Brooklyn Carnival.
The hats on these people are great. I love these.
Later on in this program, we got a live interview.
I heard a bawling like somebody crying.
This is Hawks International, and Hawks International has more sister branches in Barbados, Toronto, Texas, Florida, Trinidad.
Never, come on, Lord, my house on fire. And in the air she fire, fire. In my wire. Ay. Oh, yo. Fire.
Here we see some more of that Lame stuff we spoke about. This band is divided into like 30 sections. And she's getting into that soca music thing, right?
They're all getting into that soca music thing.
That is, you get spelled wrong, you're just into what's happening. This is your first experience into something like this, right?
Yes, it is. The first time I've seen this.
I mean, what do you think about it?
I think it's really good.
Right on. It's
a lot of action.
A lot of action. We call it soca satisfaction. Hey, what do you think the temperature is now in Brooklyn, Denise?
It's got to be near 90s coming.
No, man, I'm feeling hot. Are you ready for that Caribbean drink?
I'm ready for that Caribbean drink.
We're trying to put some final touches on the masquerader face, and
I think we're going to an interview after this with someone from Hawks.
Yeah, we're going to be down at Hawks International for a little while. While he puts on this final makeup.
Let me go.
All right, Cecil is the band leader who's going to give you a little bit more insight into the mass he's playing.
This is the Hawks International, and the name of the mass is This Is Mass. And the reason for This Is Mass is we decided to go into something a little different this year. You know, where we exploit all the different types of historical, you know, pieces. You know, we didn't want to really center on one particular subject.
Kenny, how much did the disturbances from previous years discourage the players' turnout this year?
We had decided that we was not going to be back on the Parkway if that was going to be the behavior of the crowd or the people on the Parkway. But we must say, and we have to compliment the behavior, because in the last 4 years, the Parkway has been dynamite. As far as behavior and everybody masquerading and having a good time.
But do you have, like, say, foreigners or people from different states coming to Brooklyn to play with the Hawks, or is it basically Brooklynites?
No, well, we get in like a little later on today. We're going to have buses coming in from Hawks International in Montreal and Toronto. We're going to have people coming in from Detroit by plane later on this afternoon or so. You know, because tonight we have a boat ride tonight, a cruise up the Hudson.
Three guys here, I'd like to say thank you for this interview, and I hope that the little bit of exposure I can give to you, I will do my best.
And we're back on the Parkway, and it's still about 90 degrees out here, and we see some stray members of Savage blending in with some of the members of Hawks, but they're still having a good time.
Yeah, that's carnival all over the world. You could go from one band into another band. It's just more family, more friends, everybody just meeting together.
These are made out of like tiger skins.
And he's that number you come. I don't know where you get your information. Tell me why you say we many.
More colorful members of Hawks International, more people straying into the band. This is Brooklyn at its best.
And a little bit of everybody here.
Hawks International has 30 sections, it's 3,000 strong coming down the Parkway. And then once again we see that Shaka Zulu tribe.
You could ride and ride for 90 furlongs. He better than whiskey and rum. The man with the pepper sauce is boss.
The feathers these masqueraders use to show you more tribal ceremonial dances. They use a lot of these colors. Blues, yellow, green, black, gold. It's all happening right here, and all you need is a little bit of soul.
Since the start of time, the man is the master. When it comes to night, he hot like a pepper.
Okay, as Hawks International moved down the Parkway in front of the booth, there's a big jam.
You walk the whole strong looking.
Then it says 90 degrees, and we're definitely having ourselves a good time.
Good time with all these people here. Here we see more of the kids having some fun.
And she is definitely having fun. Telling me all about the man with the pepper sauce.
And they look like peppers out there, big red peppers.
They hot all right. They're very hot.
The man with the pepper sauce is boss. The man with the pepper sauce is boss.
Getting into that soca rhythm.
Looks like she's rowing a boat there with that spear she has.
It's all in that soca game, girl. You want to say thanks to that band, Hawks International.
And the next band we see coming down the Parkway is Barbados Crossover. This band is made up of mostly spectators, and they don't have too many costumes.
Brand new band to join the Parkway, and they get into that spooge dance. They're the spooge.
And here we see some soca train dancing.
Alrighty, it's happening right here with this group from Barbados Cropover on Eastern Parkway, right here in living color.
And there's a lot of people out there. Looks like they passed out from the heat. It's so hot here.
Yeah, 90 degrees on 5 million people.
Coming down the Parkway is Punks and their interpretation of Slave.
Punks International. The DJ is anonymous, followed by the steel orchestra known as Moons.
like a figment of somebody's imagination there.
Definitely, and this is Punks, and Punks is doing slaves. They're trying to relive that time in history right here on Eastern Parkway today.
Some of the costumes are made out of denim skirts and shorts, and have been faded and striped out in different patterns.
Oh yeah, they really displayed it here on the truck. You see the carrying chains, Denise?
Yep.
This is the symbol of slaves.
Sweet love, don't want you to call me up no more. I want a man who could give me plenty money. I want a man
See a lady on the truck. What is she doing up there? Drinking?
I don't want no man who just looking sweet and fancy. No, no, no. When the clothes on your back don't belong to you. Sweet love. Oh, don't show your face, just get no
The figment of somebody's imagination again. This is an awesome piece of man's. It's like, how high is it? It looks like it's like over 14 feet high. Yeah. There's DJ Skip.
I didn't even see what that was.
Oh, a figment of somebody's imagination. That's what is happening here with this band, Punks. Bringing everything back from slavery on the Parkway.
Sweet love. Can't love you and feed you just because.
And then we have some, is that more soca dancing going on?
Yeah.
I'm no lazy man contributing nothing. On top of that, you're bragging and running your mouth. I want a man ambitious and
A lot of colorful costumes in this band too.
What kind of mask is this? What does it look like? Is it a butterfly?
Looks like a peacock. Nice colors, green and red.
All right, this is a Trinidad Indian, Denise. Check that soca wine from her.
Here we see some cops getting into the music here. They're dancing.
Getting into that soca rhythm, huh?
Yeah, they're having a good time. And coming up, we're going to have an interview with Punks.
Live at the mass camp with Bonnie.
We are Punks Mass tent playing the mass slaves, and we are here with the designer Merrill, who's going to give us a little bit more information on the artwork that goes into the making of these costumes. So what made you design this type of mask?
Okay, the reason why we designed this kind of mask, it was because of the input of a lot of people that was in the mask last year. And they came up with a suggestion of slave because it sounded powerful and had a history to it. So from last year to this year, we kind of moved it around our mind, and we didn't come up with anything that was as good, so we decided to keep it. The costumes range from past African design to a modern type of design with today's culture.
Insight in why this special one here with the chains?
Well, when I did the actual designs and thought of the theme, I wanted to be a very powerful. I didn't want it to seem like a subservient person, so I tried to make them look exciting, and the chains have that effect. Even though they had the chains, they still, portray a powerful figure. We have a saying here that was done about before slavery ended. This is an actual picture from a newspaper that they had there, and it says, am I not a man and a brother, okay? We have the history of the auction block. We have the slaves being brought over in their shackles, the ship, the lash, a slave, and some other slave people. This is an ID tag that they had to wear in case they were out at a certain time, and they wanted to know if they were supposed to be out, and this is an ID badge that they wore.
So actually the t-shirt tells the whole story of the slave.
Punks is my band, and anything I have to offer, it got to be to them.
A die-hard punk fan. Punks is his band, and he's definitely doing everything to promote punks in New York City.
And here we see some costumes made out of leather there, it looked like. And here's a nice one, the white.
And the woman in chains. This is a band really based on that concept of slavery.
see a nice costume made of the red, and I see red stars.
Sweet Mass in the background.
Don't want to see you at my door. No, no. Sweet love. Don't want you to call me up no more. I want a man who could give me plenty money. I want a man who's faithful and true. I don't want no man who just looking sweet and fancy. No, no, no.
Here's some more of that beautiful costume. A lot of people on the Parkway today.
That one looks like a peacock again. A lot of that. Flappy wings.
Moving out. Hawks International, 5 million people on the Parkway today.
And the next band making its way down the Parkway is St. Lucia. This band is made up of mostly spectators.
He never went to college, no big institution, but he has gymnasts and breath to control a nation. He was the forerunner of a labor union when he fight the sugar master on the plantation. That was the early days, many, many years of fight and blood, sweat and tears.
Pretty much a small band.
That we made indeed. Workers in the land was glad that he come along.
Let me see some more of that soca dancing too.
A lot of that going on here today.
The soul train, the soca train.
The soca train. Maybe we can join that later on.
That'd be fun. We have another band coming up soon.
Yeah, the last band would be Savage.
This is the band I want to see.
Of the trade union, he fight for the workers of this land. Never cry and die, always want to try, with a burning desire, not to lose but to conquer.
Band is Nostalgia. Nostalgia presents Savage. You saw that sugar boom there just now? Who's the sign singing this?
Sugar or something, sugar cane.
There's a lot of Caribbean food on sale today. Anywhere you turn, there's food. You can get into this action.
And this is Savage coming down the Parkway. This is the last band to come down today.
The burning sun, it's 90 degrees. It looks like the trade winds is blowing. Is that the coordinator, Bob?
That's the queen of the band. Her makeup looks great. All the colors on her face.
Let's get a close-up on this queen. Come on, somebody. Oh, there's a lot of people in the band. We can't get it. Are we going to get into it? We should. The band is Nostalgia, and the name of the presentation is Savage.
And you can see the costume. She has breastplates made of leather and suede.
I like the way she works that body. We have like 20, 30 sections, and each section is like 200 people strong. Get some close-up of what's happening inside of the band.
You see more of the costumes, black and white leopard skins. And here's some, what is this, more soca dancing?
But they all look like they're having 100% of fun.
It's coming towards the end. They would just let it all go now.
Let it down, girl. Let it down. I'm coming down just now. I gotta be part of this for next year, Denise. I'm not gonna be up in this booth, you know.
I'm gonna be down there on the streets next year.
The tiger color skin masqueraders, and they're getting into it. That soca dance?
Soca dance.
No, but next year I'm definitely playing mass. I'm going to be here as a masquerade. You see, masqueraders like me, we have a lot of fun down here. You know, you can dress, do what you want. This is what Brooklyn Carnival is all about. She looks like she's enjoying it.
Yeah, oh, there's more cops enjoying themselves. And we should be coming up with the interview with Melvin at his mass camp on Flatbush Avenue in Brooklyn.
With our Brooklyn reporter, Yvonne. Be there, girl.
And this guy, he's had too much today.
Let's go for the interview.
Why Mel is the name of the man Savage?
There was a band in Trinidad who portrayed Savage 1988. I saw it. It looked good. I liked the concept, and I decided to do it here.
What would you like to see, happen more for the mass man in New York City?
Well, one of the things we do need is support. We don't have support. We cannot do it financially. We don't have the resources. So we need support from private companies and investors to give us funding, even from the city to give us funding, because this is a cultural event. In this way, we could give costumes to people to actually participate free. So this is the direction I want it to take.
Bob, what more would you like to happen for mass in Brooklyn?
Yeah. I would like to see it become a multicultural event, in the sense that people from a number of different cultures participate in this and share this. Because the West Indian community here is exceedingly large and is, really involved in such a large number of things. People come into contact with each other all the time, and yet in New York, which is not like other places I've lived, ethnic communities are isolated from each other when they go home, when they leave Manhattan. Which is one way for people of different cultures to come together. People like music, the universal language. They like to dance. Right. And the costumes are wonderful. It's a show, like Eugene said. And so just to see people, not just an Italian day and not just a Puerto Rican day and not just a Norwegian parade, but to see people coming together and really sharing and enjoying this event. And
okay, well, my name is Eugene Phillip. I'm a member of the new generation. Savage in itself, it's not the same approach as in Trinidad. It's revealed that mankind, in spite of modern technology, is still lost in its savage ways. It has showed up in so many ways. What we're doing here with Savage is that we're exposing the masquerade of savagery. It's savages against apartheid, savages against people being savage. We just let it unmasking the savage, the inner savagery of humanity today. That's all we are doing here. We are trying to emphasize the fact that Labor Day Carnival is New York's carnival, as it's done anywhere else. So the inputs, we do need the support of sponsors. Well, we cannot complain having had the Chemical Bank sponsor, Carl and Carol, who are the original composers and the performers of the theme Savage.
My name is Monica Gill, and I'm part of the promotion committee. I'm a Trini American, first generation, and I love it. And it's people like me that have to keep the spirit of Carnival alive here. We have to continue it, and we have to teach the other Trini Americans as they come out. I also think that corporate America doesn't see anything this festive as being a serious thing because it's so happy. It's so festive. It's so colorful and beautiful. It can't be real. It must be fantasy, okay? So they don't take it as seriously to put their dollars forward. Sometimes when they do, they recognize that it's so fulfilling. They get recognized in a different sense as far as a community effort. Chemical now, we have mass displayed in each of the chemical branches. And I know every chemical depositor, withdrawer, would actually see these things and know that this is beautiful. Something is happening,
Something is happening here, all right, on the Parkway. And we're back here with Savage. And we see more Zulus in a festive spirit.
And they're really taking New York back home, these Zulus from the big bad band Savage Nostalgia Presents. $5 million Zulus to today, but the band has 3,000 of them.
And that's a lot of people we got.
Chanting to that song, Chaka Chaka.
And today, it's been a great day here today. This is the first time I've seen anything like this, and I had a great time. Next year, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to try to be in one of the bands down there, masquerading on the streets.
It was totally a new experience, a new age, something new that's happening here in Brooklyn. It's like 47 years old, and it's definitely growing. My name is Norris. It was nice being here with you.
And my name is Denise, and it was great to be here.
I enjoy every minute of it, and I think it's time for me to get on down and do some of that soca dancing.
Let's go. Let's do some soca.
Creating a whole lot of trouble in this world. They keep talking and pretending how they care about world peace. Yet the making of nuclear weapons won't cease. All their concern is to prove who is really super. While they confirm confrontation and war. That's why I say superpowers are among us. Wiping out life by disease. Trying to prove who's stronger, spreading a deadly disease. Creating a whole lot of trouble in this world. They keep talking and pretending how they can.